Hi everyone, and welcome back to Queen G's Recipes. And today I am going to be showing you a very simple no-bake strawberry delight. It is a very simple recipe, very delicious, and most of you will probably already have these ingredients on hand. So what we're going to be needing is 2 cups of milk, which we will be allowing to come to a gentle boil, so we need the milk to be very hot. We're also going to be needing 1 can of sweetened condensed milk, 2 packages of strawberry jello, and we're also going to be needing 1 cup of heavy whipping cream. So I'm going to be making this in my standing mixer, but if you do have a blender, it is much easier to make it in the blender and mix all the ingredients together. So let's move on to warming up our milk in a saucepan. Okay, so I'll be using a mold just like this one. It is a jello mold that I've had for a really long time, but if you don't have anything like this, you can always use just a normal bundt cake pan and that'll work just fine. Just make sure to grease it with a little bit of vegetable oil. Make sure it's a flavorless oil, and just take a piece of paper and just with a little bit of oil, just grease your pan. You don't want it overly greasy, just a little bit so that our dessert doesn't stick. So in a small saucepan here, I'm gonna pour in my milk. All right, and over low to medium heat, we are going to simmer our milk until it comes to a gentle boil, and then we'll remove it from the heat. All right, so this is perfect. This is exactly how you want your milk to be. You don't want to allow it to boil at a rapid boil, just a gentle simmer. Just like you can see here. You see the bubbles all around the edges. So make sure you continuously stir because you don't want your milk to scorch on the bottom of the pan. So now I'm going to remove it from the heat. I'm going to allow the milk to sit for about 5 minutes, and then we're going to go on. Okay, so it's been about 5 minutes that our milk has been resting after allowing it to come to a simmer. And now we are going to add in our 2 packages of gelatin. Now it is best to stir this with a whisk, so I am going to switch and just continuously stir until it's all dissolved. Okay, so now that our gelatin is completely dissolved in our milk, we are going to place it into our mixer, along with all of our other ingredients. Our cream, our sweetened condensed milk. Now if you're making this in your blender, it's the same process, except you're only gonna blend for 2 minutes. If you're doing it in your standing mixer, then you're gonna blend for 4 minutes. Okay, so now we're gonna blend on high speed for 4 minutes. Okay, so my mixture has been mixing for exactly 4 minutes, and now we are ready to place it into our mold that has been lightly greased with some vegetable oil. Okay, as you can see, it's kind of very creamy. We're going to allow this to sit in our fridge for exactly 6 hours, no less. You want to make sure it is nice and firm and ready to be turned over onto a platter. So now we cover it. If you don't have a lid, mine has a lid, but if you don't have a lid for yours, just place some aluminum foil on the top, nice and tight, place it into your fridge and leave it for 6 hours. And I'll be showing you guys in just 1 second what it's going to look like. Okay, so our strawberry dessert was in the fridge for exactly 6 hours, and look, it is firm, it is perfect, and it is ready to be inverted into a platter. Now if you see the sides here, you can tell that they're loose. Sorry, let me bring that up closer. You can tell that they're loose from the pan, which means it is firm enough to be removed onto a platter. So now I'm going to take my platter Okay. And we're going to invert it. Now with these kinds of molds, they actually have something on the bottom that allows you to release it very easily. Okay, so now what we're going to do is just very gently pull it out, take out our mold, and here we have it. I'm just going to straighten it a little bit here, gently, so it doesn't break here. Now when you unmold it, just be very careful and gentle with it so it comes out straight. But either way, it's going to be just as delicious. So now what I have here is some shredded chocolate and some strawberries that I have sliced up. As you can see, I just sliced them 3 or 4 times so that when we place it on our dessert, they'll be spreadable and look very pretty. Okay, so most definitely you can have this dessert just the way it is and it'll be amazingly delicious, but I thought I would add just a little final touch to it. So here we have the shredded white chocolate. So I'm just going to go around decorating it. So most definitely optional. You can also add some freshly whipped cream on here and then put the strawberries on top or drizzle the chocolate on top of that. There's endless possibilities of what you can do with this dessert, but most definitely if you don't want to add anything to it, that is perfectly fine too. Alright, and that's about it. Very simple, very easy to make. The only thing is you have to wait until it sets, which is 6 hours. And actually, to be honest, if you make this the night before and leave it overnight, it's even better and easier. And that's about it. So simple. But now we must try it. Let me get a better spatula here. Okay, so I got my bigger spatula and I just wanted to show you guys exactly what it looks like on the inside. It is just perfection and a very simple dessert that you can make anytime with very few and inexpensive ingredients. Now for the taste test. I can't even tell you guys how good this is. It is so creamy. You wouldn't even be able to tell that it was made with gelatin. It tastes so good, so fresh, and so easy to make. So guys, that's about it. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, so you can see my future delicious recipes coming up. And don't forget to share the video, share it with your friends, share it with your family, and enjoy it, everyone. I really hope you give this a try. And we'll see you on my next video. Bye, everyone.